Hi, my name is Mackenzie, and today I'm going to be doing my World Problems Final. So to start off talking about my World Problems Final, these were the 5 objectives that we had to do and explain, but I'm going to further explain them throughout this video, so I just wanted to put them up here. So for the first objective, it says to explain how historical and or philosophical investigation of human experience reveals multiple views of the human condition. Well, first, what is the human condition? This is the state or condition of being human, especially regarded as being inherently problematic or flawed. So by looking at this definition and also the objective, I chose the Great Decisions article of European Populism and Immigration. This relates to European populism and immigration because this article talks about how immigrants are going to Europe. Some people think that taking immigrants in is a good thing, while others think the opposite. In the article, it states, in 2015, more than 2 million asylum-seeking immigrants came to Europe illegally. This is creating a crisis in Europe because the immigrants that are coming are undereducated and are still needing help. Many people in Europe feel as though the government are failing, or that the government is failing to do their job in integrating the new people into society. On the other hand, people feel that taking immigrants in is a good thing because they can contribute to society. If the government integrated the newcomers into society in a successful way, the unemployment rate would decrease and there would be a growth in economy. This relates to the objective because many people coming into Europe have experienced many forms of the human condition. Many people are looked at by society as being problematic or flawed, the definition of the human condition. And the global topic that I wanted to talk about was the opinion clash. So this is very current in the United States concerning the immigrants coming here. Many people side with President Donald Trump in building a border wall in order to decrease the amount of immigrants coming here. Some people don't agree with Trump and think that immigrants should be given shelter because the U.S. has always been known for the country with new opportunities for everyone. So for the opinion clash, many people, just like in Europe, think that it's a good idea to have immigrants here, and then some people think that it's a bad idea. So the second objective is to describe international problems, achievements, and aspirations of the United States and other nations and cultures. So I wanted to reflect this objective in the Decoding U.S.-China Trade Great Decisions article. So the Great Decisions article points out how trade is an achievement for our country while China is still having an economic crisis. In the article, it states that China has a net wealth of 29 million, while the United States has a net wealth of 93 trillion. When considering how trade and manufacturing is impacting China's natural resources, it is known that their air, water, and land are all filled with pollution due to coal still producing 70% of their energy supply. By trading with China, the United States is most definitely the number 1 economy in the world, while China is not only having an economic crisis due to their low wealth, but an environmental crisis due to the rise of pollution. Then the global topic that I wanted to talk about was vaccinations. So this relates to the objective because it's kind of looked at an achievement but also a problem. And I'm going to school to be a nurse, so I guess it's only right that I bring up this topic. Right now, there is a current outbreak of measles in Michigan. According to the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, there are 43 confirmed cases of measles. So this may not seem like a very big number of cases, but it spreads very quickly, so it could definitely become like an international problem and a huge problem in the United States. Vaccinations are looked at as an achievement because it can stop the spread of disease and it actually keeps people more healthy, or will protect them, I guess, from being unhealthy. But then a lot of people can see it as a problem because of the different opinions that are going out, saying that they cause autism or they have toxins and other things like that, etc., etc. But I'm not really going to go into depth of that. It's just more of saying that vaccinations are looked at as an achievement, but also a problem because people aren't wanting to get vaccinated. And this is the same thing for the China Trade article. Many people think that it's a good thing. Well, it is a good thing, I should say. The United States, it is an achievement to be trading with China because we are making a lot of money and everything like that. well, I guess it's a problem for China because the opposite is happening there. They're losing money and everything like that. So then for the third objective, this is evaluate the effects of global interconnectedness on individuals, communities, businesses, and societies. So for this objective, I wanted to relate this to the Great Ascension article of refugees and global migration. So in this article, it talks about how everyone is interconnected through immigration. It states that more than 64.5 million people were displaced worldwide. 40 million of those people stayed within their home countries, while 24.5 million people left their countries in order to become refugees, and over 233 million people migrated out of their countries in order to seek a better life. So that's a huge amount of immigrants moving. It was pretty eye-opening to me, at least. The amount of people migrating has a huge impact because it affects the community and the businesses inside of that community. It affects the community because more people coming in means that more jobs are needed. It also affects the businesses because those people could potentially work for those businesses. But it could also mean that more money is being made, but also more money could be lost due to the immigrants still needing help. In a way, the whole world is connected due to immigration and the people spreading their culture to different places. So when people spread, of course, they take their culture and everything with them. So if we were to cut down the amount of immigrants moving around, then we would potentially cut down on the effects that it have on businesses and the amount of culture being spread. So the global topic that I want to talk about was Trump's new politics. So in the previous slide, I did talk about a little bit about how Trump wanted less immigrants to be in the United States. But before I talk about Trump's politics, I just want to say I don't really have a stance on this topic, and I'm not going to put my opinion into this video, but I just want to give you the facts and then let the person watching this video make their own educated opinion. So in Trump's politics, he believes that bringing people into the country is a bad thing. He believes that the immigrants will only cause a money loss and an increase in crime rates. He still advocates, I should say, for a border wall in hopes that it will decrease the amount of immigrants coming into the United States. This could be a good or bad thing, like I said, because it goes back to bringing culture and the different effects into not only the country but into every community. So it could cause more effects in the decrease of culture and, of course, having less people into our country. So the fourth objective, participate actively and productively as a team member and as a leader in a chosen area of community service for the common good. So the global topic that I wanted to talk about was Mercy's Angels. So this is actually a foundation that I work with. This is a foundation that was established through Mercy Hospital. So we actually go to a church in Monroe. It's kind of local, I guess. And we give the people coming in, the people who are less fortunate, we give them a meal and then toiletries, like once a month. So then when we go there, I guess it changes every month too. So actually just recently, like last week, we're celebrating Easter there. So we made Easter baskets for the children, and then the children and the parents could come over and get the things that they needed, and then they would sit down and we provide a hot meal. So this is my way of participating actively and productively in my community. I think that it's a very important thing to work to help the people who are less fortunate. I feel like if I was in their position, that I want someone to help me too. So I feel like it's really important for everyone to do their part in the community, just to make it a better place for not only us, but the people who need it the most. So then for the fifth objective, develop a value for responsible citizenship and civic engagement. So first of all, what is citizenship? The definition that I got was the character of an individual viewed as a member of society. behavior in terms of the duties, obligations, and functions of a citizen. So the global topic that I wanted to bring up with this is Red Cross and Doctors Without Borders. So, of course, again, these are two medical groups. So both of these groups are being responsible for a lot of citizens. So Red Cross was founded in 1881. The Red Cross Foundation works to help people in urgent need, assisted greatly with volunteers. The Red Cross mainly provides disaster relief, support to American military families, health and safety services, blood donations, and international services. And then Doctors Without Borders is another foundation. They deliver emergency aid to people in need. These efforts include helping people in situations of natural disasters, epidemics, and people with lack of health care. So they are definitely helping other people, and again, they're taking on the responsibility of helping the community and everything like that. This kind of goes along with the last slide, saying that we're responsible as citizens to make the community a better place for everyone. Everyone, in my opinion, needs to do their part to make this world a better place, because we're only leaving the world left to the people after us, whether it's our children or our grandchildren or great-grandchildren. We always have to do our part and think about how it's going to affect the people after us. So then these different associations are helping different citizens because they're, okay, well, how should I put this? They're developing or giving value to the other citizens by helping them. They're valuing their life, they're valuing, their health, everything like that. So, yeah. And here are my references. Thank you for watching. It's been an awesome semester. So, thank you.